offense at the line. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 6. He'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They're going to look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? Things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That's a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let's go. 45.
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Auden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. "35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Pitts brings it in. What a play. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the Texans who picked up the victory at home. Davis Mills, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Miles Sanders, close to 200 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. And lastly, we'll all be tuned in on Monday night for what should be a great one between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Second half will start with a run by Patterson. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. First and 10, it's Patterson. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Cousins. This is caught. It's Hardy. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Lorenzo Carter, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Cousins now. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's polished off by a Vikings score. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.